Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup there. on second down now. It's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Darius Slayton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometime. There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be third down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 50, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, the spin. And now the juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks. And some room to roam now. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it with Williams into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Fields now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
3rd and 2, Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Fields throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Fields flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on third down, Fields being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance.
Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Miami touchdown. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed. Big for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Second and 7. They run it again with Janovich. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Miami. Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to add the... Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rolling to his right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Fields. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Defense.
Why are we doing this?
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try and run for it with Janovich, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Miami set to take over. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The Dolphins are AFC champs, as we say thanks for watching and good night, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.